This is a special place to go motor racing. We have the Fora Sol. The track is warming up nicely, and it is nearly time to set the grid for tomorrow's Grand Prix. What an atmosphere we have in Mexico City.
Alrighty, welcome back to another video of the Jimmy Chadwick career mode. And now we are in Mexico, and we're going to be trying to advance on the points gap that we have. We're going to let this rain kind of simmer on by for a little bit, let everybody kind of get acclimatized to whatever they're going to be doing out there for qualifying, because it's a short quali. So we're going to be trying to go out there as late as possible because it's raining, and it's going to start drying up in 10 minutes, what you see in the bottom of your strings. So still a little bit of questionable acts out there now. 5 minutes when the rain is gonna happen. Let's check now. Still drizzling, so I think this is about the prime condition that we can possibly get.
Okay, when you're ready.
And let's get out there with the drive out, because we want these tires to be very fitted for what we're going to be doing in this basically one shot that we have in the qualifying in a good position. So gonna turn down the ERS, gonna turn down the fuel mix. We're gonna see what we're gonna be able to do out here in Mexico. Honestly, it's just this right here is gonna be down to sector 2 and 3, so we won't get done up by the end of sector 2 going into 3, and done up by the first sector as well, with the first straightaway and the second straightaway. So that's going to be the main target in this race. We want to try to get out that 1 second gap, so we won't get done up by the DRS, and they can just have an easy blow by pass. So the rain is going to be here, but it's going to be pretty light. The race is going to be dry. It's going to be bone dry. So there's a lot of mixed conditions going on. We can actually try to figure out what the setup is going to do in the wet around this circuit, because all the other setups that I have with Swift, it's been very solid, very good, very planted. We are going to have a settings video in 25. Cause we're not going to give away our settings in this, because this game is basically done. So, you know, we're just going to have a settings video out when we get into 25, the first day. And so that's what I'm going to be using in the starter phase and beyond, it looks like, so far, because I even tried it out on F1 2020 and etc. But it's been very good, very consistent. So we should have no problems. We're going to try to beat the AI out of the pit box. Yeah, beat our teammate out of the pit box. Got that set there. Okay, not bad. To the left, right. Chicane. Use a medium ERS deploy now. A little bit of a snap on the rear. Nothing too serious. He's going to stop right on the racing line, which is okay for us because we're able to bypass him fairly easy in the scenario that he throws himself in. Catch the car through the S's. Now we're down to the stadium section. Try to get as close as possible to the rumble strips. Able to get pole position, 124.3, but this AI is going to be rapid, so we're going to have to definitely do it again. Make sure we have enough fuel to be able to do so. So we should not have no problem on that end. Gonna turn on the ERS to medium through here. So we gain back some lap time loss, which we do. We're up into the tenths now. Almost 2 tenths. the game back through there as well. Get the car planted through there. Hit them apexes and clean them up a lot more. Got a purple sector in sector 2. Doing a fine, good job. Lost just a little bit of time at the end, but be able to get away with some time on the board as well. So time and scoring must have been a little off dealing with the quali. Hopefully that gives us enough.
But don't worry, we'll be back
Yes.
tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
2 tenths ahead of Lando Norris. Our teammates up here as well, so hopefully he can actually get his act together and work with us, so we can able to have a good enough lead going into the last couple rounds, which we have one. I think we're gonna have 2 right after this because it'd be round 8. So yeah, we have Fernando Alonso in P3 as well, Oscar Piastri in P4, Charles Leclerc in P5. Honorable mention, I would say George Russell in P9 and Alex Albon in that P8 position for sure. Valtteri Bottas in a P11, able to get that kick Sauber up there. Same thing with Nico Rosberg. Carlos Sainz and Lewis Hamilton able to struggle in time through this quali. And Esti Bessie definitely struggling as well compared to his teammate in P10. Now, in the constructors, we're basically going to be having a war with Williams and Kick Sauber, with them down there in P7 and P8. They're only 3 points separating each other. If I can get my words right. Kick Sauber and Alpine is 2 points from each other, so it's going to be a close battle. And I would say another battle is Ferrari and Red Bull, only a handful of points ahead of each other, and the deficit between each other if you're Red Bull side. Now, let's go and get into the race and see what we're able to do.
Welcome to the most populous city in North America. The legendary Jim Clark won the first official F1 race here in 1963. It's Mexico City, and it's Grand Prix Sunday. We're 2,285 metres above sea level. That is one of the key details of this circuit. It tests the driver's fitness and their engine's efficiency. The other one is the atmosphere. An incredible crowd, a raucous crowd, and there's 30,000 of them waiting for the drivers at the end of this 2.6-mile lap in the Forasol. Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes, delighted to...
All right, now we are at the race around the Medical GP. Can over fuel this car because it likes to drink a lot of fuel. Strategy we're going to adjust by giving ourselves 7 laps on the softs and 11 laps on the hard compound tires. See, 23, 23, 24. We're gonna lose 4 seconds. So yeah, we'll just go with the mediums. Medium and hard compound tires, 9 laps each. Let's get into this race and see what we can able to get done. This first stint, we're gonna go into cockpit mode. Let's get it. Okay, our teammate able to pass us. We have Lando Norris able to pass us as well. Which they always have a blistering start. AI does, so we're chilling. We're not really worried about that. I have a little bit of damage there, maybe. which we don't. We're cool. We're chilling. Let's check that racer right there. Hopefully we don't get no. Oh, yeah, we did, sadly. Even though he basically parked it right in front of us. We couldn't really go nowhere. That's okay, though. Not this race. No penalty or nothing. We're going to let our teammate kind of roll out into the sunset. He's kind of frustrated with us, but he's more really got to be frustrated with himself. Trying to go for that pass in Singapore last time. It's absolutely just diabolical. Gonna try to keep Charles Leclerc on his toes.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Gonna get this thumbnail taken care of too as well. All right, taken care of real fast. I wonder, because I know I got a different one. I don't think it's gonna let me. Nah. So I have to manually put it in. That's fine. We can do that. And put in the logo and stuff that we need. All right, so let's see if we can able to stay with Charles Leclerc. Have a little bit of moment on that little whatever thing out there, little curb, which we're not really worried about. We know we got a place around there. We just gotta settle in on the cockpit mode. A little bit of a different feel to it as well with the car and how it's gonna react. The weight transfer on this car sucks. It's so bad. A lot of laps around here, so we should be A-okay. Picking up the pace I need to be. We're definitely starting to pick up the pace now. Nine laps on these tires, so we gotta find a rhythm. And it's the fourth lap or third lap. Yep, fourth lap, so we're gonna make this pass happen. Get up there to our teammate because he's gonna get mighty comfortable if nothing happens back here. Get past Charles Leclerc with a beautiful overtake. With the halo piece being there, none of that missing halo piece. Halo column or whatever. Got that there. Just to give it a little bit more immersive feeling. smooth driving style. Very, very delicate. We adopted that driving style about a month or so now. A month, almost 2 months now. It's a lot more better overall. Get past our teammate. It's go time. I got the DRS, ERS on. Barely even giving any space. Make our own space out here. A little chinky little get back on him, let him know we did not like that. We were not no pushover. Bye-bye. I'm gonna try to have the camera settings a little bit propped up if we can. That's the highest it can go, right? Yep, it can. Yep. It's the highest it can go. Pretty good camera though. Thought we can go a little bit higher.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Fernando is in for his stop.
Okay, alright, our teammates into the pit box already. Let's say top 7, pretty good. For P1, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get at least like top 5. You know, obviously he's gonna trickle down the order because of the pit stop and etc. etc. Some people it's not pitting, some is. So.
Clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this.
Copy that. Copy that. You're actually going to do a season with this in 25 where we're just going to have nothing but a cockpit mode. It's going to be a nice little addition to the channel as well.
Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work.
Right, lap
Push
8.
now, we're boxing this lap.
Oh, it's lap 9. Yep, lap 9. Okay. So, we get to the second stint. We're able to go back to our TV pod offset or TV pod camera.
Perez behind. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap,
That
1
mic
minute,
absolutely
17.9.
sucks. That mic is some hot garbage. Can't wait. Not this week, but next week. Or the week after that, matter of fact. Get rid of this mic.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
Actually can afford to go one more lap. This track's pretty grueling on the tires in general, so why not? We'll go one more lap. See where our teammates
Okay,
at.
so we're leading our teammate by 24.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 9th place. And the
Figured.
time last lap, 1:18.1.
Figured it was in 9th place. I figured somewhere around that top 10. Alrighty. Able to go back to the 2 pod offset. Got the fast lap without even trying. We had to go over the line at a speed, a little bit of huge difference, matter of fact. So, yeah, got a fast lap without even trying on that one. And actually throw down a big time lap.
See these tyres through to the end now.
Serious pace in that cockpit view. Dispatch our teammate.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
With a wider type of entry, better exit. Gives Charles Leclerc some space. Beautiful overtake. trying to get at the match Verstappen, 8 tenths up the road, but we're able to get some DRS. Closing in that gap rapidly. Now we're about 4 tenths behind him now. Recharge that birdie now. Straight away, it's going to be a slam dunk overtake. Give him some space. Nothing he can do about it.
Okay, Jamie, your lap times are all over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this.
Thought he had an engine failure for a split second because the way he just fell back. I have 5 laps to go catch Norris. More than enough time. Knock that lead down by a good, comfortable margin now. Even more through the beginning of this S section. Gonna make up 2 tenths through there. Overall, almost 4 tenths made up. Just that one lap. Seven tenths down from now, able to get the DRS. Beautiful. Beautiful job. When we get to the line, we're only going to have 2 laps to go around this Medico GP. We're doing a fine job. Let's see what we're able to do to make a move on him. Get around him.
You hit that target. Really good job.
To get some more pace to our stats as well. So it's always going to help us out. We're going to make a move on Lando Norris. Half spin through there, sadly. Catch it beautifully though. to get Norris lost in the sauce with the S section. Gained some huge time over that. Get to the line. We only got one more lap to go around this Medico GP. Could be another win back-to-back with Jamie Chadwick. This would be an absolute dominant performance. Once again, we're just pacing ourselves, knowing when to push and knowing when to go flat out. The recharge shot barely through there. Trying to make a move on us into turn one, which he do for a split second. We're going to come back with a beautiful defense. We're going to shut the door on him. Recharge that barrier back up. Have an engine failure right in front of us. Logan Sargent is out of the race. Must have got the report a little bit earlier. I just didn't really pay no attention. Try to cook him through this S section one last time on the final lap around the Medico GP. Is it going to be a back-to-back win with Jamie Chadwick? We just got to bring it home. Remember last time in Singapore, we almost fumbled it. So this time, we're going to make sure we be very, very clear, very, very tidy on this final lap around these final corners, which we do. 1 second gap. Oh my goodness, we just cooked them through that last section. That's another win for Jamie Chadwick. Back-to-back wins. Let's go. Get in there. Get in there. We are a 6-time winner now in Formula One.
And it's always good to get that momentum on your side, and it's really good for your confidence as well. The more confident you are, the further that can take you.
You can see them on their way out to the podium now. Aston Martin really are making waves in this sport, and what a special race this was to see them earn the top spot. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who's joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Let's go, another race win. So now, we have Lando Norris in P2, Max Verstappen in P3, obviously Oscar Piastri in P4, Fernando Alonso in P5. He struggled when it comes down to switching over to different set of tires. He was 10 seconds off the lead. Charles Leclerc, P6. Sergio Perez, P7. Lewis Hamilton, P8. Pierre Gasly able to finish the points, able to get 2 points on the board for the Alpine squad. So that's going to help him out in the constructors, which we're going to be seeing. And Alex Albon to round out the top 10. Honorable mention would be Valtteri Bottas and Nico Hulkenberg, and Yuki Tsunoda, and Kevin Madison as well. Now, in the constructors, we have Alpine able to get 14 over 10 points over Kick Sauber, 57 points ahead of McLaren, which they really don't have a chance of winning that title. Now, we've got a 41-point gap, and we have a 67-point gap from Max Verstappen, 41 from Lando Norris, and Lewis Hamilton and Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez as well. He's fighting out with Fernando Alonso, but Charles Leclerc able to pick up a couple more points. He's 85 points behind us. Lewis Hamilton struggling with only 64 points on the board, 104 behind us as well. Carlos Sainz in P8, 48 points, tied with Sergio Perez. So it's going to be a battle to look out for. And George Russell only 3 points behind Carlos Sainz. And we have Oscar Piastri with 40 points and only 5 points behind George Russell. So I would say P7 to P10, very, very close. Very, very close. Same thing with Valtteri Bottas and Pierre Gasly. They only 1 point separating each other. And Alex Albon, with honorable mentions, I would say, is 4 points ahead of Daniel Ricciardo. And Esteban Ocon is only 1 point behind Daniel Ricciardo. So, a lot of stuff to digest, but we're going to hopefully get the championship in the final race, potentially, hopefully. But if not, we can be able to wrap it up early. That would be even better. Got to get the series rolling, so hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. A little bit of cockpit view, going back to the TP pod switch up in this episode. So y'all like and subscribe to the channel, and we're going to be posting on a whole lot of other stuff as well. Please check that out in the playlist, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.